All right, how many of you have driven across this bridge? Do you recognize it? It's the I-25 bridge crossing the Rio Grande just south of Albuquerque, and it's one of many in our state that engineers are now sounding the alarm on. If you've lived here any amount of time, you know that the roads here aren't great. A National Traffic Research Group says because of deterioration and congested roads, the cost to New Mexico drivers is an estimated $3 billion each year.
Gabe Salazar shows us our state is actually short several billions of dollars to make those necessary improvements.
Nearly $6 billion. That's how much New Mexico is short by just to keep our roads up to code and to fund projects and make transportation more reliable. That's according to National Research Group TRIP.
New Mexico's transportation network is literally the backbone of the state. It transports $125 billion worth of goods in and out of the state each year, and it allows the state's 1.5 million licensed drivers to move about, as well as those passing through.
5% of New Mexico's bridges are in poor condition. Most bridges are designed to last 50 years before a major overhaul or replacement. In New Mexico, 47% of the state's bridges were built in 1969 or earlier. Rio Rancho Mayor Greg Hull says he wants to see it as a priority.
That's the big thing for West Side residents, not only just Rio Rancho, but West Side Albuquerque, is getting across those bridges.
If you feel like it takes forever to get from point A to point B, in Albuquerque alone, drivers lose a total of 46 hours a year just sitting in traffic. And all that wasted time is going to cost you. On average, drivers waste about 20 gallons of fuel every year in traffic, which amounts to more than $1,200. In Albuquerque, 60% of roads, or 2 out of every 3 miles traveled, are considered in poor condition.
And that means drivers are experiencing a rough ride and hitting potholes and cracks more often.
And that wear and tear from bad roads, along with other safety factors, cost New Mexicans nearly $2,900 each year. These findings will be presented in both the House and Senate chambers tomorrow, where they will determine how much funding will be poured into the state. Gabe Salazar, KOB4.